Very often respond to comments saying corrections, right? But I also kind of want to highlight the comments of people who get it, who either understand the topic matter or something like that. And so I want to point out this one. You got it. Ordinal numbers, by their very definition, are not talking about size. To understand that, you have to understand what cardinality and ordinality is. Cardinality, when talking about a set, is the number of items in that set. When we're talking about size, we're talking about a set of units of measurement. When something is 3 inches tall, the set of how tall it is includes 3 inches. 3 single-inch units. If an impact hits with 30 newtons of force, there are 30 single newtons of force in that set. This even works for negative numbers. If you have -3 oranges, there are -3 oranges, 3 removals of oranges in that set. So if you combine it with another set that has 5 oranges, you'll have 2 oranges left over. Now we can put these sets in an order based on how many items there are in each set. And so as long as we are dealing with integers or rational numbers or something like that, then you can derive the cardinality of any number via its ordinality. And as long as you agree where the sets start, like if we agree that set 0 has 0 items in it, you can do it in reverse. Now, when people talk about infinities, right, and you may have seen the Veritasium video or the Vsauce video talking about ordinal infinities, you can begin to construct bigger infinities. But at that point, cardinality and ordinality are no longer associated. That's why when people on Versus Battles wikis say that you could have infinity plus something or Aleph 1 power level, it doesn't make any sense. Because presumably when you're talking about stuff like that, you are using cardinality, right? If a person can generate X amount of energy, you are again talking about a set. You are talking about X single units of energy. So if they could generate infinite energy, then that set has infinite size. That is cardinality. This is what we use to measure magnitude. So you can't really say that the ordinals are a quote-unquote kind of size, at least not in that context. Because when you are talking about ordinal quote-unquote size, you are literally talking about the order in which things are listed in a set. And the meaning of ordinality and cardinality becoming disassociated is you can no longer assume that a later item in a set is bigger in any way. You cannot arbitrarily assign bigger values to the ordinal, because cardinality is how we define big. You can say that bigger ordinal numbers come later, but not that they are bigger.